Oh yeah. It's still tanky.
Yeah, it's still killable, in theory at least. Okay, so they're probably going to be running a dual middle with... No. I was expecting dual middle with Monkey King and then Shaman, but maybe not actually.
Yeah.
And we see a Magmus pickup. Man, I thought it was a fucking Pestilence pickup. That Behemoth
Magnus,
skin.
yeah, interesting.
But that's Bemus or something skin? Looks like a Pesty skin to me.
The Magnus one?
Yeah.
Yeah. The skin is cool though, I must say.
Yeah, yes. Anyway, for now we see the lanes here. We see Grinex and Engineer being in the top lane, so they are likely going to be running a dual lane. Tundra in the mid lane against an Monarch plus Forsaken Archer. And in the bottom lane we see Monkey King and the managed Shaman laning versus a Wild Soul and a Witch Slayer.
Yeah.
Witch Slayer is not a hero we've seen very much picked up in competitive either, right?
One more time?
I don't think we have seen Witch Slayer picked up that much in competitive.
Oh. No, I think you're right. We haven't seen that here that much.
Usually it's because Witch Slayer does really well against a solo laner, in my opinion, because of the amount of lockdown he has. But in a dual lane, he usually is just like kind of an easy target for you to focus.
Yeah.
Especially if the carry doesn't really do that much. In this case, like the Wild Soul. And I'm kind of... I feel like the Bandit Shaman plus Monkey King should really win this lane. Because if you look at like the HP on the Wild Soul with only 16 starting strength. And if you know like the damage output that the Bandit Shaman and the Monkey King have, then you should be fearing for your life, right?
Yeah. I definitely think they have the upper hand on the bottom lane here. Monkey King and Demented Shaman for sure.
In the middle lane we see like the Monarch and the Forsaken Archer putting a lot of pressure on the Tundra here. Who started with his doggos.
Yeah.
Or with his animals, animal companions, however you want to call them.
I think Tundra's gonna have a really bad time, most likely, unless they are pushing up to Istara a lot.
Yeah, but even then, like, the Tundra should not really be able to get a lot of last hits here, because the Monarch and the Forsaken Archer's abilities just do a decent bit of damage early on.
Yeah. I'm surprised we see Magnus though. Also, I don't think we see Magnus that much in tournaments anymore, to be fair.
No, not really. Like Magnus, usually just doesn't really have a good lane to go to.
Oh, top lane low.
Magnus...
Oh, big disjoint there from Magnus, just in time.
Yeah, they got level 2 before he did. There's some good pressure actually.
What is my biggest fear this game for Lunateer is that they don't really have the most kind of AoE damage that they might be lacking in the team fights. That's always my fear in every game in TMM and tournaments. Like you pick too many single target heroes and you just don't have what it takes for the team fights.
I mean, they do have both Engineer and Grinex who actually output a decent bit of AoE damage.
Yeah.
And of course the Wild Soul, I think they usually go for something like a Cleaver for a little bit of AoE damage, but
yeah.
Bottom lane is a bit surprising to me that the Monkey King and the Demented Shaman are not doing this well. If you look at like the gold output right now, it's 320 for the Wild Soul and only 250 for the Monkey King.
Yeah, they're actually doing quite good, better than I expected.
Yeah.
Maybe
so
they have
I know that they pulled the small camp, and they got like a double stack farm from that. But if they're doing that, the Monkey King and the Demented Shaman should be able to at least output some pressure on the Wild Soul, but that doesn't really seem to be the case.
I mean, they're both level 3 now, so they might try something here anytime.
Yeah, so maybe they're just waiting for levels or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe Boo Boo is just harassing the shit out of them.
Could be. Annoying bear.
Yeah, because like he has 2k HP or something. It's hard to burst through that in early game. Although you do have, of course, the healing wave, which should help a lot, actually.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it has a lot of armor as well on the bear.
Yeah, 3. It's whatever.
Yeah.
I think Tuna
So-
just went to the jungle.
Probably a
Fuck
smart
this shit.
move.
Yeah, I said fuck this shit. I'm not dealing with this
I
lane.
mean, he's level 5 though. He's doing really great.
Yeah, it's hard to deny him any XP, but if you look at like his GPM, it's only 180 with 14 last hits after he
Yeah.
just farmed a small camp. So he's
Oh,
being
actually,
like,
the Demented
locked out
Shaman
of the
there
game.
might be caught out. Which they're stunning the Demented Shaman. They're trying to do as much damage as they can, but it's not enough yet.
Oh, Wild Souls. Witchler is chasing.
Oh yeah, and here comes Monarch as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Witchler is some big trouble here. Keg being used on the Monarch, and the follow-ups down on the Witchler there. That's probably going to be enough to take. Now the neutral kid takes the kill, and that will be the Bloodlust for Monkey King instead there. Unlucky for Lunat here.
Oh wow. That was
Yeah.
either really well calculated or kind of unlucky by Lunatic indeed, because it was a good rotation from the engineer. I don't know
It
if they
was.
caught the Monarch like rotating there.
I think the Monarch was smoked.
Yeah. They may have spotted it with the bird somehow, but
Yeah.
more likely it was just good awareness that the Monarch was missing. And I mean, the engineer doesn't need to be top. So, yeah, good rotations from them.
Yeah.
Grenex also level 6 now. I'm kind of curious to see if he's going to move.
Yeah, that was my thought as well, actually. Maybe he's going to make some plays now with his levels.
He did actually go to the side shop and place the ward there. That's which I really like, because if you're playing as Forsaken Archer middle, the one thing you have to keep in mind is that he's going to be trying to farm those camps as much as possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
And of course, when he does that, he's usually quite vulnerable because he does take a decent bit of damage. So what they're doing here is quite smart, getting that ward up early, and you know, it allows you to actively prevent it basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Monkey King and the Man Shaman lane not really doing as well as could be expected. Although of course Monkey King is 4 on GPM because of Bloodlust. If you look at the XPM, they're quite a bit behind really.
Yeah. At the same time, though, Walsall actually picked up his steam boost, so he's quite tanky.
Yeah, now he is.
Oh yeah.
Although, yeah, especially with like the bear form, he is actually quite a bit tanky. But I mean, if he gets caught in the creep wave with the W for Monkey King, I think he should still die like 99% of the time, because
Yeah.
he also doesn't really output the most amount of damage.
Look at Walsall here and the Witchler farming triple stacks together already.
Yeah, this is basically what they want to be doing, right?
Yeah.
And Witchley, of course, with that Brave Locket is going to get his 6 like really fast this way.
Oh yeah.
The Man Shaman is rotating over with a smoke, so he's likely trying to get a ward up here. But
let's
it's a little bit too
see.
late.
He did spot them, yeah. It's too late, unfortunately. But anyway, he's putting a ward there.
I don't think they're going to do anything with this.
Did they see him put the ward?
Yeah, probably they did. It was a little bit delayed. And meanwhile, we also see Tundra taking some triple stacks actually with his Q.
Yeah. Oh, top lane here, actually. Greenix getting caught out, but he's distorting the Magnus ultimate, so he doesn't get it off. Now they're doing as much damage as they can on the Magnus here, and Magnus will fall. Forsaken tipping in here, using his stun and ultimate on the Greenix, taking him down. So, all in all, pretty equal that fight, I guess. For
Yeah,
both
like
teams.
Grenex dying is quite important for them.
Yeah.
Magma's dying is not as important because Magma didn't really have anything, and Grenex was like 400 GPM or something before this fight. So I think that's an exchange that's probably better for the Hellborn side, although they did rotate through people. And if you look at like the XPM distribution at the moment, it is really favored for the Hellborn side, or for the Legion
yeah.
side, sorry.
Yeah, you're right. What's all going at it?
Yeah, that's also just because like they're stacking a lot. They are farming the stacks quite a bit.
Bottom lane here, they're trying to take out the Bear Greenix. They're stunning, but Magnus returning the stun here. Witchler stuns the Monkey King. Monkey King probably going to fall. Monkey going down now. They're chasing for the Demented Shaman. Turret being used to slow him down, doing as much damage. And the Tundra Q comes in to finish off the job. Wow.
Yeah, Monkey King just kind of got caught out of position there, and as you saw, like it was not that difficult to hit the keg into the into the
Mid
Phoenix
lane
stun,
here,
right?
Tundra
Oh.
using ultimate, and the keg being used there, trying to get him in the tower, but unfortunately, it's not going to cut it. Tundra actually continuing there, going all in. Magnus with the big double stun there, and here comes the Greenix doing the job on the Forsaken out in the background. Forsaken goes down, Magnus using ulti on nothing, unfortunately, and Witchler trying here. No, he's baiting out the Monarch.
Yeah. It was just a bit too greedy from the Tundra, I think. Greenix was a bit too far away. I didn't see exactly where he was at the start of the fight.
Yeah.
But the Greenix is roaming right now, and actually bottom lane might be trouble.
Bottom lane might be some big trouble here. Let's see. Greenix, no. Not. Monkey King using Ghost Watchers.
He might be trying to...
Oh, it's going in actually. Yeah, there we go.
Baiting.
Now here comes the Greenix here. The stun will be used straight in the bear, and that's gonna be a dead Monkey King. All TPs coming in, but they are canceling, seeing nothing's more going to happen here.
Oh, Witch
And at
Slayer?
the same time though, yeah, Witchler and the Meta Shaman meeting up on each other here. Both using their stuns, and Witchler is on the run.
Witch Slayer is going on an adventure, it seems.
Yeah. Hopefully he's gonna waste Forsaken's time big time, but let's see.
Yes,
this
only mana for like one more spell. I don't think... You may have not seen him there.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that like no one TP'd or something. Like, Magnus didn't have a TP ready, I guess. The Monkey King just died and the rest of them were already bottom, so maybe they didn't really have any... Oh, Greenix middle.
Oh, mid lane, Greenix using ultimate, stunning the Forsaken Archer in the trees, and here comes the Tundra Q to finish up the job once more. And Monkey King tipping in. They are trying to catch the monkey here. Let's see.
Man, they're
Big
playing so
Revord being
aggressive.
used. Yeah, look the Revord here. Monkey King using the stun, Greenix using the stun on the Monkey King. Witchler ultimate being used, but the Gun being used to save the Monkey King there. And here comes the return from the Monkey King. Will they have enough damage to take down the Witchler? I do not think so. They're using some abilities on Greenix, but they don't have enough damage right now.
Yeah, and Magnus just kind of chilling in the top lane is not really helping them either here.
No.
I don't...
Speaking of Magnus though, he's coming in here with a smoke, and he's going for the stun on the Tundra here. Greenix using stun on Magnus here. The Engineer ultimate being used, that's a huge NGLT. The Cocoon being used on the Magnus there. Forsaken using his stun and ultimate there, taking down the Engineer. But that is the only thing that's going to get out of this fight. That's a dead Engineer.
I think they're happy with that, to be fair. Because they needed just something to happen. They were falling like further and further behind here. And it was... Those were fights that the Wild Soul wasn't even in.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we completely forgot him.
This this started in the bottom lane with Wild Soul kind of baiting the Monkey King there. Monkey King going in, Greenix being very patient and just waiting for the Monkey King to jump in.
Wait.
Oh my
Greenix doing a double tap by himself here, killing off Forsaken and Monarch. I'm sorry I didn't spot it out in time.
Yeah. I don't know if the ward was up there still, but he caught them like farming that, and that was like a big turn again.
Yeah.
Magnus needs to be there to kind of set up these counter initiations, I feel. But he may be playing a little bit solo too much at the moment. Greenix going in again on the Magnus there. And look at the damage that hero is doing to the Magnus there.
It's a lot of damage. He's gonna try again here. That's a great... Oh, keg! Perfect keg being used there on the Magnus. Monarch using his ulti to try to disable the stun, but it's not in time.
And look, oh, they're smoking actually. Which and Tundra.
Look at this.
And a Cleaver Wild Soul.
Oh man, this is going to be some chaos right here. Actually, they're catching Monkey King. Tundra using his ultimate on the Monkey King, which they follow up with stun and ultimate. Monkey will fall immediately, and at the same time, Greenix here going on the Forsaken Archer. Cocoon being used, and the Meta Shaman using his ultimate as well. Angie missing keg, unfortunately, and that's probably going to be the end of the fight.
They see so much because of the bird.
Yeah, the bird doing job. Actually,
yeah, they
are
want
they
to go
going for it? Oh yeah, that's going to be a dead Monarch, that's for sure.
A red butterfly.
Yeah. I mean, Lunateer is doing such a great job keeping them at bay and not letting Forsaken or anyone else farm. At the same time, though, mid lane, Greenix being initiated on here by the Magnus and Forsaken, and he will fall. They're trying to do a lot of damage on the Magnus. Engineer ulti being used here. I don't think it's gonna matter much though. He's outnumbered 3 for 1. Magnus stunning in on the Engineer, and Monkey King finishes off the job.
Yeah, and this is like they're playing without any defensive support on Legion side, and I think their ethos is like, okay, if we don't have any defensive heroes, then we just don't play defensive.
Yeah.
We just go full aggression. just send everything to the face, basically, in Hearthstone terms.
Pretty much, yeah.
And I think they're doing that quite well, because like the Wild Soul is not under any pressure whatsoever. He's just farming kind of and joining team fights whenever he can. And we see that the Grinex is always the one that's initiating.
Yeah, that's true. He's always in there at the right time.
Yeah. And he's just like playing completely in their face. He's not going for the solo plays necessarily. At least I haven't really seen him do that much. But he's always just waiting for one guy to join him, and then he goes in. And he can output like 300, 400, 500 damage easily by himself. And then at that point you just need a little bit more to follow up with in terms of damage.
Wild Soul now though being at 605 GPM, level 13 with Firebrand and Cleavers, plus Steambolt, so he's really getting there.
Forsaken Archer did finish his Abyssal Skull now with 2 Soul Screaming Rings.
Yeah.
But he's just not at the same level as this Wild Soul is. What do you think Forsaken Archer is going to be building here?
That's a good question, actually. I mean, you think he would go for the upgraded Abyssal Skull, Sinner's Inscription? Or you think he might go for more damage?
So, the spin changed to Forsaken Archer, and I don't know how much you have been caught up by that.
Yeah, all that thought there, Witchslayer here being initiated on, and Magnus ultimate being used, and the eruption comes in there, kills off the Witchslayer. At the same time though, Greenix is lurking around here, trying to scout out for his team. And there goes the initiation onto the Meta Shaman, Keg being used as well. Monarch using his ultimate, but to no prevail.
Yeah, and this is still like a level 1 stun, right? You see like how much time you have to hit the Keg there?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, there's a lot of time.
Yeah, 1.6 seconds is a long time.
It is.
Ooh, compared to like what it used to be. Yeah, I think he finished his puzzle box level 1 now, or level 2? I think level 2 is in the courier, right?
Yeah, you're probably right. So, if I'm not mistaken, Dutch, the change from Forsaken Archer is that you no longer, if you pick up Nullfire or something, actually hold that thought. Magnus are jumping in the Mind's Engineer ulti being used here, and that's one more auto attack to finish him off here. He's using his turret there to keep them all away, but Monkey, as we all know, he can jump, and he catches up the Engineer. Now, Monkey might be in some trouble here. Actually, a great stun from Forsaken there, finishing off the Engineer. Now, Wild Soul is here for the first time in the fight. Thunder ultimate being used, and the initiation will go further. Now look at the damage coming in there. That's a huge stun, but it doesn't really matter. Greenix coming in back again and killing off everybody in the background there. Forsaken going down, the Meta Shaman down. Now they are chasing the Monarch here as the last survivor from Vinicius' team, and I think he's going to fall. He's using the Cocoon to keep him in the trace here, but it's not even going to matter. That's a 5-4-0 going straight to Lunatir.
Yeah, at this point, like even the Tundra has like 360 GPM. He's level 2 puzzle box that he used right there. Or it was only level 1 still, actually, sorry. Maybe he got something else delivered, but the puzzle box blew up in the face of the Forsaken Archer. So there was a little bit of extra damage that he took there, and it's not that tanky like that. Like basically none of the heroes are tanky. And that is kind of where I think the Magnus pick falls short a bit. As Engineer is mining up again, by the way. The Magnus pick falls short a bit because like Magnus is a strength hero in name only. Yeah. He's just not tanky like whatsoever in any case. And sorry, the Forsaken Archer change we were talking about was indeed that Nullfire Blade no longer works on Splitfire. Yeah. But in exchange, we do see that like illusions now split fire automatically. Yeah. So Geobane is always like a natural pickup for me on Forsaken Archer right now. And this game, I think it still makes sense to some degree. Geobane, not necessarily like an automatic pickup on any hero this game, but it just helps you with like split pushing and stuff as much as it does like on a Moon Queen. Yeah. And meanwhile, we've seen the big ape being slain.
Big ape going down, yeah. Lunatir stealing their Congo.
Do you think they knew?
Huh?
Do you think they knew?
Knew?
That they knew that like Congo was being slain.
Oh. I'm not sure, actually. Yeah, probably they had a great suspicion, but could they really do anything about it?
Yeah, I saw Magnus like roaming to the other Congors, so I think maybe they knew they were somewhere together, but against like the Tundra bird, it's so hard to move around.
Yeah. Looks like they're going for the second Congor, actually.
Yeah, why not, right? There's 17k gold ahead right now.
Yeah.
That is like so much in the early game right now, because there's only like a total gold distribution of 43k on the side of Legion and 26k on the side of Hellborn, so 70k at this point is a lot.
It's a lot, yeah. White Soul being at 755 GPM.
Yeah, with 0 kills actually as well.
And now he gets the token, and he actually bought Dancing Blade there. Maybe going for
Wingbow, right?
Wingbow or Genjiro, I would assume, yeah.
Which one do you think?
I would actually like to see him go Genjiro.
For the slow?
Yeah, just for slow. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of the damage of the Legion side. Oh.
Demented Shaman dying to mines. Oh, Greenix though going in all by himself at 1-3, but he actually has shrunken head now, so...
Oh my god. Even Greenix with a shrunken at this point, like he's so
bottom
annoying.
lane, Witchler catching up the Magnuson here. Will the Cocoon, big ultimate coming in. Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay, Dutch, let me ask you this. Can Vinicius ever come back from this game? Is there something they can do to turn this around?
Yeah, a massive power outage in Thailand.
Yeah.
Never say never, right? But if we're talking about like realistically, I'll say let's go. Maybe just focus on next game or something.
Yeah.
You know, figure out what you did wrong this game. Which buying a pickled brain, he's gonna be even smarter right now.
Oh yeah. Well, at least he has Nullfire on Forsaken now with a double damage in the bottle, so...
Yeah, but does the Nullfire really do that much here?
No. Look at the damage, man. While still doing so much damage on the towers with the token buff, of course.
Okay, so does a Boo Boo actually deal more damage to towers as well?
Ooh. That's a good question, actually.
With the Combo Decimator buff.
Yeah.
It doesn't show up on Boo Boo.
No, that's true. Demented Shaman using... Oh, Moggy. Actually in the background there, Engineer using a huge ultimate there actually, but it doesn't really matter in the end. They just fall like butter. Now they are on the chase here, Magnus will fall, and here comes the GG. And the first game going on the way to Lunatir decisively, I would say.
Yeah, that was a very decisive victory in the end. I think if we're talking about like hindsight, I feel like bottom lane should have played a little bit more aggressive early on.